Hi, this is Henry again. So migrating from Domino to SharePoint, Power Apps, and so on is interesting topic and kind of near and dear to my heart because um, it's been going back to 2006 when I started thinking about it. So if you don't mind, I'm just going to go a little bit into the history of it and kind of dive into how I can help you. So let's start from there. So first thing I did, I just kind of went in, I just Googled CMT for SharePoint and just saw a bunch of different things here. But in reality, I actually want to go back a little further. I actually want to go back to 2006 SharePoint conference. Bill Gates, Dahmer. I think it's the first one. And if you actually look at it, there was a couple questions asked about Lotus Notes. Here's a question. I guess I never really thought I'd be standing here because I'm a long time IBM partner. I've been in it for 12 years. Blah blah blah. What do you think of the current view of Lotus Notes? So, yeah, obviously you guessed it. Who asked that particular question? That was actually me. Gonna be heart beating a little bit in front of 7,000 people, but he gave a really good answer. I'll send you this link if you actually want it. But going back further, then you can kind of see CMT for SharePoint was born in 2010, and if you kind of look at it, it's the typical table and so on, and old school kind of stuff. If you ever see something like that, if you ever see something like this in modern migration technology, just walk away because it's kind of like ooh, a long time ago. Having said that, you go a little further. You can kind of see the transformation. I came up with back. I think this was 11, something called ATF, Application Transformation Framework, where you analyze applications, you migrate the standard ones, you do deeper analysis, that kind of stuff. Common components. So, and you can kind of see the process here a little bit. Do the applications, do the complex ones, do the transformation. Um, you know, um, it's very standard stuff. In fact, some ex-binary tree employees start up their own company, kind of doing something similar. Maybe I should accuse you of plagiarism or something. Just kidding, of course. Anyway, where I'm going with this is that things have matured. Obviously, it came back from SharePoint, going down the whole process of Power Apps, how it's all integrated together. So the goal really is to figure out, is this really the right fit for you? Because you know what, I can show you, great dashboards and how they've matured and how you can look at applications and how similar they are. And the whole management frame console is to say, well, this particular application is, 95% compatible to other applications. So maybe, it's worth moving this one over or, merging it together, that kind of stuff. And then what I can do is I can literally say, okay, then we're using modern APIs to do it. My buddy Graham at Migrate AT's got a really great one there. Or you can, obviously, there's one from actually HCL itself, but it's only compatible to like version 12 and above. Yeah, and what can I show you? I can literally show you how this particular data resides in Teams and SharePoint. And what I mean by data, I can literally go back to um, Lotus Notes, show you this information, click on it, and then do the whole transformation and live and show you the attachments and all that stuff. It's fairly straightforward, but it can be done very quickly and very easily, which is really great because in the old days you have to do field mapping and this and that, which is kind of funny nowadays. That's the tools still do the same thing, even though all that can be managed through just managing an Excel spreadsheet. So it's pretty straightforward how to do these kind of things to be able to achieve the goal. The problem is really around, do you really want to? Now, what does that really mean? Is it often this is where technical debt begins. Um, this is really where you're trying to fit a pretty much a square peg into a round hole, and it's always been the same kind of curse, forever with regard to transformation. I mean, if you actually go to, let's say, voltamexgo.com, what you're actually going to is the actual HCL page, and where they're telling you they want you to move off Domino by into their Voltamex platform. Here, you can actually go and download a white paper. I want to kind of quickly go into this white paper a little bit And what they're basically saying, which is really the truth, is that, and what they're focusing on is saying that it's going to take a long time to be able to move off the platform. And they even talk about it. There's a risk involved and so on. And this is really why you're pretty much watching this video. What can I do? What can I achieve? Because when they tell you, a company's taken 2 years to build a roadmap to modernize these applications, then basically, um, you're kind of stuck. And this is really what the crux of the situation is. It's just that all these companies are kind of stuck. It's very difficult for them to know how to move forward. But meanwhile, unfortunately, I can show you some numbers, but people are retiring in massive scale. There are not a lot of developers left. There's not a lot of admins left. So you're stuck with this ancient battleship that kind of works. It's moving forward, but the sailors are all retiring, and so there's just a big, big issue on that. Plus, the recession coming. There's a lot of things in your head that needs to do it, needs to kind of figure out, and really what you really want is that particular person to be able to actually help you, and that's really where I come in. I kind of think about the fact is what I really want to do with you is I really want to talk. Why do I want to talk? Because I need to kind of figure out if we're the right fit. Because at the end of the day, what I actually want to produce for you is a roadmap that can help you with the entire process. Now, this roadmap doesn't come easy. It doesn't come because, oh, let's do this, this. Yes, I have years of experience. Obviously, I've proven that to you. But really, what I have for you is the understanding of how to do it right because I invented this stuff, right? And I'm horrified in terms of the kind of tools out there right now that are really helping you. Some are incredible, which I actually partner with, and I'm going to talk about. Other ones are just, there for you to, uh, you know, I don't even want to get into it. It doesn't really matter. So how do we get to this point? What do we really want to do? But in reality, is it's not even about this. It's about what do you want to do? Do you want to take this digital transformation seriously, especially with what's going on? Then you need to get the right partners, get the right people, get the right technology to be able to accomplish it. And that's really where I come in. So let's just talk, Let's figure out if we're compatible. And I guarantee you, you're not going to regret it. And I guarantee you, I'm going to guide you down the whole process of not only transformation with regard to Power Apps, but truly helping you get off the domino platform for the right reasons. Thank you.